Alright guys, we're back with another reaction video to the early season look at some of these jump cores, and we are going to go ahead and look at our home core, the Blue Devils. Obviously, we are big fans. We marched this core, so take it with a grain of salt. No salty comments in the comments saying, "Oh, no, you guys just so biased."
Bring them
we
on.
try to look at this from from just as an objective point of view, but obviously we love the Blue Devils and we love the style that they do. But we're excited to see what they got this season. I know that they're. I've been watching, what they've been up to, from the start. So I know this show pretty well now. I've been watching it a couple times, but let's go ahead and take a look. Here we go.
Okay, clean, simple.
That's what I love. Good job, Corey.
Performing their 2023 program, The Cutouts. Drum Corps International is proud to present the Blue Devils.
Okay.
Is that Sammy?
Yep. Killed it.
8.
Nice, Sammy.
Uniforms are pretty cool.
They've grown on me, for sure.
I love that solo at the beginning. It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's very
very well done. Yeah. Shout out to that guy.
Woo!
Cool, they got a shot of moving a prop. Foot timing.
Yeah, the feet.
Come on, guys.
No.
And the timing of the horns up too.
They're facing away from the drum major, but still. Woo! Good release there.
Yeah.
Very big sound.
Wow.
Wow. I love this music in the opener here.
Oh, I love the... Yes!
Yeah, that's really strong from a brass perspective.
Sick. But like moving 8th notes amongst those big pad chords is very cool.
That is hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super cool.
That snare line too is like 7 bets out of 9. It's pretty wild. Stylistic change here.
Okay.
Very cool. Brass is pretty solid.
Yeah. This is the cleanest Blue Devils brass I've heard this early. It's like kind of unheard of.
Well, it's also like the season started late, so they're actually like later in the season. I feel like.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, trumpets! Come on.
Cool.
Wow, that's actually
Yeah.
that's pretty clean.
It's pretty clean.
They're definitely setting the model there.
Wow, nice mellows. That's a hard line. That's a really hard line to play.
Really dense chords here.
Yes.
Oh, I love the rifles.
Oh,
the rifles were all the way in the middle of the whole entire brass section. Little gritty. Little dance party.
Hey.
You know what I realized? I don't think we've heard any jazz yet out of the top 4. We'll hold on to it.
Oh, this.
Come on, Mellows.
The melts are so strong.
They are really strong. Woo!
Yes, sir.
Oh, great attack.
Iconic.
Great attack. I like
I love
that
the
ripple
snares how they
too.
walk through during that.
Yeah.
The entire guard is on rifles during that section.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Lawrence is just hauling his butt all the way through all these snares as they add in. Shout out to him for doing the roll the entire time too.
Yeah, the dynamics too on this. Super hard.
This reminds me a lot of 2012.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I love that.
Ooh, these
Look.
fast shots.
Ooh.
Ooh, the down the line echo.
This.
Body with the brass here and the color guard all mixed in.
What an insane drum feature.
Yeah, really tough.
Oh my.
That's tough, man.
Oh my.
The
That felt like the longest one.
Yeah. The drum line has definitely got a really, really special look this year, I think.
Yeah.
And they're really strong out the gate. I mean, a lot of vets in that drum line, too.
Trying to get that drum
Blue
trophy,
Devils
man.
does transitions so well. Just transitions from sections are always so seamless.
Yeah. We're going to stop there. We're not going to watch this ballot. But yeah, man, I mean, I just think there's not many chords that can do jazz like the Blue Devils do it. And they just have such good, teaching when it comes to changing that switch of, genre and style in the approach to the music. So they're really strong. And I saw them at a couple shows here in SoCal. They've had 3 here in SoCal, and they are really strong. They're really loud. I'll be looking forward to hearing Crown, Boston, Bluecoats live, later this season. But in terms of Blue Devils here right now, they are really strong, a lot stronger than they were last year, and a lot stronger than we ever were when we were in the Blue Devils, to be honest.
Yeah.
They just are very, very strong on the brass side, and I think their book also is, I think it's the toughest book out there right now. In terms of content-wise, I think they have the toughest book, so it'll be really hard, I think, to compete against this, but we'll see what happens. But I mean, they're just really strong this year on the brass ones, and the battery too.
Yeah,
battery too, super strong. So BD came out of the gate strong. Yeah, this
show is just like so entertaining to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, we've watched a couple other shows at this point, and I don't know. I was just getting like more captivated by all the intricacies of this show. I mean, Bluecoats has a very unique show as well, and so I feel like from a show design standpoint, both of these have that sort of like just invitingness to them.
Mm-hmm.
So from a design standpoint, I feel like Blue Devils and Bluecoats have really incredible shows this year. But the execution of this is what's kind of like unfathomable to me, because like this is like, we were this clean maybe like a month into tour, or this powerful at least. I feel like, well, from a musical standpoint, visually they got work to do, but musically they just sound so cool. They sound great. They sound really powerful, really healthy, really clean for this early season. So that'll be cool to see just down the road. How far can they take it?
Mm-hmm.
Can they take it really far? Can they be the cleanest horn line? Mm-hmm. Can they win another Jim Ott? Who knows? But that's really cool.
No, I can tell in the writing, especially for the percussion, that they're really going for that drum trophy. I'm excited to see that get clean. I really want to see that get clean. Visually, I feel like they're not spending as much time in rehearsal visually, because individuals are sticking out. But, I'm excited, man. It's really good.
Well, I guess,
I wonder
if the brass is better.
Because this book is so hard that, they probably have to, like, this is a hard book.
Yeah.
And for them to be this clean means that they're putting in a lot of work to make it, like,
Yeah.
The brass,
presentable.
especially.
And so,
So yeah, you gotta.
You know,
It's gotta
I
give
could spend a
somewhere.
minute.
It's gotta give somewhere. If you're spending more time
Yeah.
in music and less time in Vision, and that I do think that they are not as strong visually at this point in the season as past Blue Devils
Yeah.
have been. But they sound way better. So there's a trade-off. It's just you have to take it from somewhere, and I think they will be clean by come finals. But yeah, certainly there are some pretty big, sticking moments of sticking out member to member of not matching or just being out of time. But I do think in terms of the content package, Blue Devils has always been really good at designing, movement in a way that is appealing, at least to me.
the drill is so cool.
I do think too,
It's
though.
so unique.
I do think too, with all of these props, like this is like, in terms of just like number of wheels on the ground, it's one of the biggest productions that they've ever had, and those props really fill up the field almost to a point of maybe being a little cluttered at some points, but
Yeah.
But yeah, and I get what they're doing. Like at the end, they move the props to make the Matisse piece of art, and that's cool. But like from an individual prop to prop standpoint, they look a little bland.
Yeah.
But it does bring that pop of color, and it makes sense with the show concept. So that all makes sense. I know that there's cutouts in the props that they haven't yet incorporated, or maybe they won't. I don't know. But I've seen the props, and I see that that they have that available. So maybe they will incorporate that a little bit more as the season goes on. But yeah, they're just really strong musically right now, and they have a lot going for them. So we really can't tell until they get to some head-to-head shows against some of these other top cores. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at the beginning of the closer here.
That motive's coming back from the beginning. Oh, drill's so cool to me.
I like
Interesting body shape.
Yeah, I like the manipulation of that sample too. Really well done.
This will get clean. They gotta move together better, but it'll get clean.
Ooh, bass. Great feature.
Oh, look that bass line. Quads are insane too. There's a Berkeley guy on quads. Yep. So good.
I like the groove here.
I like this uniform, the jacket.
Wow.
They just put those on,
Yeah.
right?
Dang. That was a great feature, again, from the battery. And I don't know how I feel about these jackets, but...
Look at the guard. That is so impressive.
I definitely like the under uniform. Because if you look at the under uniform, it's actually cutouts of old uniforms. Old BD uniforms. So there's a little bit of... Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's a little bit of 2017...
This is old school Blue Devils, right? From like 2005?
2010.
2010.
This is
okay,
the
not
Stan
that
Kenton 2 called Incident in Jazz, and
long. Oh, yeah, Stan
they
Kenton.
did this in 2010.
Okay, opening line on that mellows need to be like locked in.
Yeah, that's really hard too. I mean, you hear a lot of fracks in there, but it's a really hard piece of music to play.
Yes, it's very angular.
Oh, spacing of those lines.
Super dense. Yeah.
That's the Blue Coats
If you-
center quad from last year is at Blue Devils now.
The 2010 recording of that Stan Kitten is aggressive.
Yes.
They gotta like embrace that. Okay, cool quartet moment there. Woo! Running.
This is all gonna change, I'm sure, too. Oh, the form.
Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes. Analysis.
You know,
Space.
I think they have just learned this recently too, but still.
Pretty in tune there. Wow. Okay, yeah. I mean, very stale ending, but that's all going to be different. Yeah, they got to work on their analysis and their honestly just the analysis and the proficiency. It needs a lot of work. Like I thought Blue Coats were a lot cleaner visually. So, but we already.
It's kind of crazy
that.
to say that that the weakest section in my opinion of the Blue Devils right now is visual. I gotta say, aside from color guard, I don't know anything about color guard, so I cannot say anything about color guard. Color guard aside, the visual of the brass is the weakest section, I think, of this core right now. They're all, it's still, that going said, they're really great all across the board. But it's interesting to think that because I feel like when we marched, that was always the strongest suit. Always. And so, they're going to get great because the staff is great. So they're going to be great as time goes on. But it's interesting. And I think that...
You've never seen that before.
Yeah. And then I just want to talk about that incident in jazz section too because, I don't know, BD has been criticized for being repetitive with show themes and whatnot, which I disagree with a lot of that, but I do think that we don't need to hear Incident in Jazz again. We don't need to hear this tune again. I personally think that I just don't... I think, why are we playing the same exact... There's infinite music out there. We don't need to play this exact same tune. I do think it's an iconic piece of music, and I do think they're going to sound great in it. I do think 2010 did it better as of now, but maybe by the end of the season, this will be a better version of it than they did in 2010. But that's just my take on it.
I guess I hate that I have to be is it better than they did it in 2010? I wish I didn't even have to think about that because I've listened to 2010 a million times. Yeah. So it's it could have been anything else, But
anything, Lee, before we sign off?
No, I agree. Totally agree.
Yeah, we just got to see more, and I think Blue Devils has a great, show that they can take all the way if they do it right, and they just got to keep pushing. So. Yeah, those are our takes. Let us know what you guys think about this show, and we're going to be reacting to some more stuff as the season goes on. But yeah.
Interesting year
for sure.
Interesting year to start all with. So
thanks for tuning in. Catch you later. On the next time.